With the release of the Forsaken Hollows DLC came 2 new Nightfarers to Elden Ring Nightreign, the Arcane-Enthused Scholar, and the Darkness Vampire Combat Nun, Undertaker. Both come with their own Remembrance quests, and completing the Undertakers will earn you several relics, a chalice, and the Undertaker's Remembrance outfit. Let's go through step by step how to complete the Undertaker's Remembrance questline. First, here's all the steps laid out on one page so you can take a screenshot for later reference if need be. You good? I'll give you like 3 more seconds. Okay, moving on. For the first step, you, of course, have to unlock the Undertaker and Scholar. If you've already done this, skip to the timecode shown on screen. We have a full video on how to start the DLC, but here's the quick and dirty. Make sure you've beaten the first Night Lord, Tricephalos, and speak to the Iron Menial when he appears next to you at the Round Table Hold. If you've already beaten Tricephalos, or Gladius as he's called in-game, and the Iron Menial's not appearing, make sure you have the DLC purchased and downloaded, and then restart your game. That should force the conversation as soon as you restart, and he'll tell you to go speak to the Small Jar Merchant. When you approach the Small Jar Merchant, you'll notice that the clutter in front of the door has been cleared up and is now cracked open. When you head inside, you'll immediately be thrust into a boss fight against a new Night Lord, the Dreglord. It's fine to lose this battle, and once you do, there will be a cutscene, and you'll show back up in the Round Table Hold. Go back to the room that triggered the cutscene, and speak to the new Nightfarers to unlock them as playable classes.
What's wrong? You appear surprised.
The first Remembrance quest you can enter requires you to have found 3 journal pages for the Undertaker. As with the other Nightfarers, just complete expeditions, any boss will do, and you'll be notified upon returning to home base that new memory fragments have been found, also known as journal pages. Once you've unlocked journal page 3, enter the Remembrance quest through the journal menu. The first Remembrance quest is a battle against the Iron Menial and the other Nightfarers inside the keep. You will face the Iron Menial first, and then Executor, or Executor, I still don't know, then Guardian and Recluse at the same time, then Wilder, then Raider and Iron Eye at the same time. For the Executor, try not to engage when he's in his counter stance, make use of jump attacks, and try to get in ahead of your weapon skill if needed to regain your health. For Guardian and Recluse, target the Witch, and launch your ultimate while they're lined up to take them both out at the same time. For Wilder, be wary of getting parried when he has his shield out, and remember that he may survive at least 1 lethal hit due to his passive, so don't let your guard down if you think you've killed him. For Raider and Iron Eye, run into the room and roll out or run away so you're not facing them both at once. Take out the Raider without overcommitting, as his high poise can make him difficult to stagger, and make sure you don't give the Iron Eye a clean shot down the hallway. Once the Raider is down, if you corner the Iron Eye up close, he's a real pushover. After all the Nightfarers have been defeated, run to the room where you first found the Scholar and the Undertaker, and approach the altar. The Iron Menial will appear and tell you to stop your rampage, and then you need to interact with the wall here to activate whatever this is. Whenever she's done with that, follow the waypoint to the northwest to find the Scholar. He'll give you another task for your next Remembrance, and give you the leather monocle case, which doubles as a pretty decent relic for the Undertaker. You can then conclude the Remembrance, and Chapter 4 of the journal will be unlocked. The next step is simply to defeat another Night Lord to unlock journal page 5. This can be any Night Lord, even one you've defeated before, but if you haven't defeated 4 unique ones, I strongly recommend you take on a boss you haven't yet beaten. You'll need to have 4 unique Night Lords defeated to be able to challenge the Night aspect, which will be a requirement later on in the questline. Once you've defeated whichever Night Lord you choose, you'll unlock journal page 5, which will let you enter the next Remembrance. This quest takes place in the new Shifting Earth that was added in this DLC, the Great Hollow. Just challenge any expedition while in the Remembrance, and it will automatically load into the Great Hollow. While it's technically a map event, it's really just a whole new map, with many pits you can fall into for instant death, and a curse that will activate when you reach where we need to be going, which will have your maximum HP. So it's in your best interest to run past everything to get right where you need to go. Here's how we did it. We recommend flying in from the northeast, as that will give you a direct route using one of the eagles to get to the fortress the Scholar is hiding in. If it starts you in another location, you can either quit out and try again, or just make sure you find your way to this spirit spring. If you use our recommended route, first kill the dudes in your immediate area, as having gained at least one level may save your life if you take a stray hit later, then immediately run to this spectral eagle, which will take you to the western fortress. Do not mess with the eagle's flight path, as you'll be flying straight over an instant kill pit. Once you land, run immediately to the left, and head for this spirit spring on the left side of the fortress. Jump your way up to this platform and run inside. Jump up the hanging crystal in the middle and climb up to the rafters. You'll then need to go through this hole in the wall, but watch out for the enemy patrolling this path. Once through the hole, run to your right, and then through the door to your left. You'll find the Scholar trapped in a crystal. Talk to him to acquire the Scholar's primal core, the quest item you need to complete this remembrance. Now this is very important, don't quit out of this run. Whether you beat it or just die to the first end of day boss, you need to complete it to receive credit. Once back in the round table hold, return to the room where you first found the Scholar and speak to him. You'll receive the night-hued glass. Speak to him once more, and you'll receive the bundled paper. This will complete the remembrance, and once you exit, you'll receive the Undertaker's chalice, a new vessel for equipping relics. This will also unlock Journal Chapter 6. Finally, to finish this remembrance, you'll need to defeat the Night Aspect boss with the Undertaker. A requirement for unlocking Night Aspect, as we mentioned before, is to kill 4 unique Night Lords. If you don't see him in the expeditions list, you've got to kill more of the other bosses first. If you need help fighting the Night Aspect, make sure to check out our full guide on IGN.com. And one other note, word is there's a bug going around in the current version of Nightreign that won't let you complete this remembrance if your item pouch is full. So when you beat the boss, make sure you have at least one spot open, just in case. After the fight is over, drop the new item you just received in your pouch, the Dismembered finger, onto the corpse, and the Undertaker will make a comment, letting you know you did it correctly.
This will do. I'm sure.
Then trigger the ending like normal, and you'll receive the following Remembrance Rewards upon arriving back in the keep: Journal Chapter 7, the Remembrance outfit, and the Glass Necklace Remembrance relic. And that's the full skinny on how to complete the Undertaker's Remembrance questline. For more on Elden Ring Nightreign, you're already in the right place. IGN.